As we proceed to give you what you need. Get live, motherfucker. As we proceed to give you what you need. Get live, motherfucker.
I turn the mics up. Turn the mics up. Yeah, the beat is not to that mic up there. Turn that shit the fuck up.
Hey y'all, wait a minute. Had to take my earphones out for a second. Give me a second. Hey guys, what's up?
As we proceed to give you what you need. Get live, motherfucker. As we proceed to give you what you need. Get live, motherfucker.
I turn the mics up. Turn the mics up. Yeah, the beat is not to that mic up there. Turn that shit the fuck up. What? Turn it louder. Yeah. Who shot y'all? Separate the weak from the ISSA. Leap hard to creep them Brooklyn streets. It's on, nigga. Fuck all that bickering beef. I can hear sweat trickling down your cheek. Your heartbeat sound like Sasquatch feet.
Queen of the South. Nala heartbeat sounding like motherfucking Sasquatch feet. I can see that. I can see them tears trickling down your cheek, bitch. I can smell the perspiration from these bitches. Y'all hoes know what it is. Get the motherfucking leashes and the motherfucking muzzles out. I'm dog walking bitches. Listen, they talking about molesting. Listen, it's a lyrical motherfucking molesting taking place.
Big Papa smash fools, bad fools, niggas mad because I know the cash rules.
Biggie was a fucking monster.
Any motherfucker whispering about mine.
Philly's finest.
Bad boys behind
Listen, Hamlin. You know how we give it up, bro. At the end of the day, when it's said and done, when I flow through these motherfucking receipts, listen, ain't nobody gonna be giving a fuck about that bitch Social Security now. Believe that. See, I told these bitches, listen, I'm patient. They think I lack self-discipline, but really the fuck I don't. I got the patience to lay on the bitch. Cross me, shank me, and think you ain't gonna get your motherfucking issue. I'll lay on your motherfucking ass. I don't care if it take me 100 years. I don't give a fuck if I got a cane, if I'm in a motherfucking wheelchair. I don't give a fuck if I'm on crutches. Bitch, I don't give a fuck if I gotta use chicken bones. Listen, Hanlon, bro, if I had to use a chicken bones for motherfucking crutches, I'm gonna get at these bitches. Bitch, I wouldn't give a fuck if I had to make a cane out of motherfucking neck bones. I'm gonna get at your motherfucking ass. Believe that. They wishing I had a guy shot. Listen, when it's said and done, I wouldn't give a fuck. Listen, I'll be up on this motherfucker, bullet holes and all. Y'all bitches gonna learn to take the L, hold the L and go the fuck home. That's all they had to do. They ain't want to hold the L and go the fuck home. So now we gonna really get the fuck into it. As far as Clyde, the motherfucking cuckoo bird, Clyde with the cum stain motherfucking mattress, bitch, I'm gonna get at you too. But listen, you at the bottom of the priority list, bitch. You old news. You trash any motherfucking way. You trash. Your ass is trash. You're a bitch with no class. No wonder why for the beef sector tryouts you ain't passed, bitch. You're trash. These bitches over there in the motherfucking beef sector talking about politics and shit. Fuck you think this is? Listen. Hamlin, they over there in the beef sector talking about I am the coup de grace. My coochie is the coup de grace of all coochies. My coochie is the coup de grace of all coochies. I graduated cum laude. All this other bitch, don't nobody give a fuck about none of that shit you talking. None of that. That's the reason why y'all ain't got nobody in your motherfucking chat room. Period. That's the reason why. Oh. Y'all remember that sound? Y'all remember that scene from Friday? When David was dancing around the motherfucking living room? Listen, I was waiting on y'all hoes at the door. Y'all should have known that. I was waiting on you at the door, bitch. Listen, I didn't listen to the stream, right? So it's just basically a rumor. I caught a part of it, but listen, did they expect ZX to do any motherfucking thing but cake for real life? See, they don't know Cindy. They think they know Cynthia. They don't know Cynthia. So when they took their motherfucking ass over there with that motherfucking bullshit, it was only gonna be but so much of that shit she tolerated because she clocked the fact that ZX was caping for the mulata. So that wasn't gonna go well any motherfucking way. Oh, y'all gonna see Nala telling me that her motherfucking content was better than Cynthia G's. That's what type of slimy snake ass bitch that she is. See, a lot of times when people don't have other content, right, they be so desperate to put something out. They you know what I mean? You gotta lay on motherfuckers. Now the receipts I'm gonna show you, I've been holding this shit for over a year. Ain't nobody seen all my receipts. I'm always gonna play some aces close to the motherfucking vest. And when you analyze how these motherfuckers move and how they operate, you learn just because you might know something or you might get wind of something, you gotta play that ace close to the vest. Because bitches will snake you the first motherfucking opportunity that they get. And you gotta make sure that you have ammunition to sever their motherfucking head, to literally crack their skull virtually out here on these YouTube streets if they try some shit. In Nala, in Black Woman's Fear, the Black Woman's Fear podcast, and China White is of their archetype of bitches. And you gonna see that. Because you gonna see. No, it ain't gonna be what Cookie telling you. It ain't gonna be what Cluster telling you. It's gonna be what the fuck you see and hear with your own 2 eyes and ears. Period. That's why I said all partners in crime. I'm at the door. I'm outside, ho. I done let y'all bitches play in my face for long enough. Listen, nobody's confused about the fucking fact that Nala's fucking content and Taz's content is not superior to fucking Cynthia G. Get the fuck out of here. But that just goes to show you how grandiose their ego is with their fucking delusions of grandeur. And you ain't got to take my motherfucking word for it. You gonna see the bitch say in her own words, she had to pull back. She got to hold back from certain content. Because in other words, if she put everything out there that she got, she'll bust in G ass. But this is the type of shit the bitch do while she playing in your face. You gonna see how shit unfolded with the true crime shit. You gonna see this bitch talking shit about Bomb Cherry, Lady Lie. You gonna see all of that shit. You gonna see how. Listen, let me tell you something that's interesting. You gonna see how shit played out with the Viper Pit, the Nene. You gonna see how Nala was linked up with Rue. Play in the Viper Pit. Doxing motherfuckers in the Viper Pit. Because it might surprise a lot of people to know that I didn't know the correct spelling. I had an idea what Bomb's name was, but because it was never my interest. I never had any interest, prior to that in doxing Bomb, right? I didn't remember. I remember Bomb had got doxed by the Grandmaster Troll, and I remember when Bomb. I remember when Grandmaster Troll dox Bomb. I remember when Out the Box, aka Raggedy Ann, dox Bomb, but I didn't remember Bomb's name. And you gonna see this bitch not only dox Bomb, but offer me, when I was trying to look up Warren shit, she offered me to log into her account. The source that she used to obtain people's information, or one of the sources that she used to obtain information, you're going to see this bitch offer to give me, basically, for me to log into her account. You're going to see where she told me that it was Jen Marie in the Viper Pit, somebody in her camp. And if Jen Marie is in the clouds, or if she catch the playback, Jen Marie will know who I'm talking about, because she basically told me at the time that Jen Marie is who the Viper Pit uses, one of the people that the Viper Pit uses to dox people. And she said, but you can't say anything about it because this person works with Jen Marie. So whoever it is, Jen Marie will know who that person is. Whoever it is that you work with on YouTube that's in Nala's camp, they're basically telling her that you dox people using the database at your work for the Viper Pit. Now, Lord Gaelic, I know for a fact, is somebody that doxes. Whether or not he does that for the Viper Pit, I don't know. Don't really care. What I do know is that it was Lord Gaelic who looked up my information. And at that time, he was fucking Real Life Is Not in Cyberspace. Y'all know the trick that's out here giving up twat treats to get her keys to a motherfucking truck. Yeah, that hoe. He was fucking her at the time. He was the one who was randomly searching my information, got it and gave it to Real Life, and she put the information out from her platform. She fucking another YouTube nigga now. I guess his name is Tone or whatever, right? The nigga that she was out here e-begging for a motherfucking vehicle to drive around with. How you gonna be a vixen without a motherfucking vehicle? That would be my question. I mean, are you supposed to be a vixen, but yet you have to go beg for a vehicle? The other thing that's going to be evident to you by the time I end this stream is that everything that has come out of probably not only Nala's mouth as far as colorism is concerned, we're about to find out who the real colorists are. And I assure you that who it is that is insecure when it comes to mulatto women would be none other than China White. And you'll see the desperation and finding out the identity of a woman that apparently the men in the manosphere at some point in time, at least Mr. Fantastic, was among the ones that was caping for this bitch. See, it's a lot of bitches that have insecurities, like reigning bitches, like the reigning woman, the little hummingbird voice bitch. One of the reasons why, and I thought about a lot of things in retrospect. One of the reasons why reigning woman clicked the link on April the 1st to basically comment on Cocaine Kells is because you do have colorism in the manosphere, and they tend to put the mixed women, the biracial women, above even the light-skinned women in the space. That's why Jessica X has the rank that she has. But for the most part, China White was one of their prized pick-me's. So was Cocaine Kells. That's how they were able to get so much intel and so much information to feed to their ops. So because they hid behind that fake submission shit and they pretended to be soft-spoken feminine women, the men tended to open up to them and tell them all their business, which they told the one that the manosphere affectionately named the head hyena in charge. They gave me all of your secrets. So I knew which married men were in bitches' back chats. I knew which ones was simping, which one was cashing these bitches out. I knew all their secrets because they were so trusted. Now, one of the reasons why Reigning Woman was so eager to hit the fucking link, right? If the bitch had to climb up the link as if it was a rope, she would have done it to shit on Cocaine Kells. Because despite Reigning Woman and her fake ass femininity and all of that other bullshit, the bitch is a wolf in sheep's clothing. So they were eager to discredit Cocaine Kells and to knock her off the pedestal that the men had put her in the manosphere any fucking way. Because despite that femininity and despite her being able to go around in those spaces, there's still a fucking hierarchy. And she knows, as a dark-skinned woman, it doesn't matter whether you cam up, it doesn't matter whether you natural, it doesn't matter whether you wear a wig or a weave in your motherfucking head. You still gonna be at the bottom of that motherfucking hierarchy. But that's the price that you pay for basically playing that motherfucking game. That's the price that you pay when you play that colorism game. When you play that fake submissiveness game. Okay? And that's just my perspective. I seen it as, judging by what she did after the fact, she was one of the bitches that was on the panel on April the 1st calling out Nala and Taz. But because I called out behaviors that Faith exhibited after I had been to her platform, I didn't understand if you had really begun to be divestment minded. I'm not really understanding the protection of a dude that came into the space to be antagonistic. See, a lot of these chicks, they play these games. They pretend, really what they want to do is they want to shame black men into wanting them. They want to shame black men into protecting them. They want to shame black men into providing for them. They want a chick that can go toe to toe with these dudes verbally, because they really are trying to shame them into loving and wanting them, despite the fact that a lot of them elevate anything that ain't black in their face on a daily fucking basis. Despite the fact that on a daily basis they tell these bitches they ain't shit, they masculine, they don't want them. They talk about their makeup, they talk about their wig, they talk about their weave. And here's the other thing. Since when did these niggas not drag natural bitches? You bitches have gone natural, and a lot of you look a religious mess. A lot of y'all bitches running around here looking like Toby, aka Kunta Kinte. Y'all running around here looking like Kunta Kinte with your hair cut and no motherfucking makeup, no jewelry, no nothing on, no pizzazz whatsoever about yourself, because these niggas have told y'all they really got. But that's the reason why they hate the bitches that wear makeup, that keep their hair laid, that are trendy, that are sexy, that the men do find attractive. That's the reason why y'all bitches stay in your feelings, because that wasn't a change. Bitch, you didn't go natural for yourself. You went natural for a nigga. A lot of these women are not natural for themselves. They're natural to impress niggas, because niggas don't like wig. Since when don't niggas? If you look at these reality TV shows, show me which one of these bitches on any of those reality shows. Just name any reality show that has a predominantly black cast where the bitches don't wear wigs or weaves or makeup. And you bitches are somehow confused about who these niggas are really checking for. How many bitches with bushes or natural motherfucking hair with no makeup, a bare face, do you see on those reality TV shows? I'll wait. So what it does is create this envy and this jealousy when the women that wear wigs, weave, and makeup, that have a little physique, it creates this enmity and this jealousy with these broads. So the first thing they want to do is talk about, I don't wear any makeup. Listen, well, some of you need to. As a matter of fact, we need to create a fund for a lot of you bitches to be able to go to. If you can't motherfucking afford makeup, you need, instead of sucking dick for free, bitch, you need to start selling some pussy to buy you some makeup. Because I don't know who the fuck died and told you you was fine, but whoever the nigga is, he was lying. That's the first thing they want to tell you. Look, I ain't got no makeup on. I got my, and bitch, you look a mess. What crack house did you stumble the fuck out of? You look like you stumbled out of a trap house after sleeping in your motherfucking clothes all night long on a pissy motherfucking mattress. A lot of y'all bitches look like you stink. Period. Hey, Mia. They literally look like they've been in a trap house trapping for 24 hours motherfucking straight. Fell asleep on a pissy mattress. Woke up and just decided that you was going to click somebody's link on fucking YouTube. And that's what a lot of these broads' issue is. So they want to look at you, analyze you, and point out every flaw you got, as if to say, look, you see that, right? Listen, so let me get this. Are the niggas supposed to notice every flaw I have, but overlook the fact that you an ugly fat bitch that don't nobody want? He's supposed to overlook the fact that you look like a motherfucking, that you built like a motherfucking yam. That you look like a yam in a motherfucking dress. Now, I ain't never seen a yam and a pair of motherfucking tights and a t-shirt. But I bet if I knew what it looked like, it would look like you, bitch. So he's supposed to notice all my flaws. Pay attention to my motherfucking wig that the nigga can't even afford. The nigga probably can't even afford. But ignore the fact that you a bad body built bitch, that you built like Ursula the Sea Witch. Listen, Callie J, he's supposed to clock my wig, but ignore the fact that this bitch is built like Ursula the motherfucking Sea Witch. Get into it. What? I can't take y'all bitches seriously. And the other thing that they do is you want to point out my masculinity. You want to point out that I'm masculine. So that's the reason why they were so shocked and surprised that I don't have a fucking masculine appearance. I just have a heavy voice, or I have a deep voice. But here's the thing. Here's the interesting thing. Do you realize that a lot of these motherfuckers that you're chasing are actually down low homosexuals? And that's a part of the reason why they find me so attractive. Because what they do is envision me fucking them in their asses. Like the Super Saiyan gems and the goosebumps. See, they're really attracted to me. Yeah. And I think when you bitches clock that, it doesn't matter what they're saying. Okay? They'll tell you that. How many of these dudes have these chicks tried to convince? How long have y'all bitches tried? But here's the other thing. The dudes that you want, you don't understand why they fuck with me the long way. And I don't have that type of relationship with them. I have a strictly platonic relationship with them. But they still find me attractive. And I think a lot of you bitches get in your feelings about it. And you're going to stay in your feelings about it. Because this is going to be the year where I go back to coming on camera when I live stream. Coming on camera doing uploads. So you bitches are really about to get in your fucking feelings. And don't worry, I don't have just one dress. For the ugly bitches like Ness No Mess. Ness the motherfucking religious mess. Bitch, I don't have just one dress. I stay dressed, bitch. So don't worry, I'll have lots of dresses for you to be able to clock, bitch. So you don't have to be obsessed with that one particular dress. We have listen, there's lots of obsession to go around, bitch. I guess it's just that Scorpio energy that's, all magnetic and shit. Hold on for a second. Let me move this banner out the way. And I got some Queen of the South. I got some I'm going to just make this quick announcement before I get into these receipts. Oh, I wanted to show y'all. Have y'all seen listen, have y'all seen this guy right here? Have you seen him? Have you seen anybody that looks like that in the beef sector lately? Or trying to infiltrate different sectors? He's about 5'4". And he looks like he looks like a brown skinned pregnant Mexican woman that's lactating. But he looks like that. Have you seen him over there in the beef sector doing this? Listen, y'all, this how ZX over there in the beef sector. Owen Clyde, I ain't forget about you. Because listen, he wants nothing rather than to be like this for you. He's not over there for the girls, you see. This how he really want to be. Rick Reed, watch yourself. Watch yourself, cutie. He over there like that. Listen, Rick, he would like nothing better than to be like this on the other side of your motherfucking mattress. Get into it. He over there, listen, he over there in Rick Reed clouds like this. Just like Claudiva in my bushes like this. Listen, when they think I'm and y'all know when they think I'm pressed, I'm like this. They trying to use my glam baby as a weapon. It ain't gonna work. Because I'll wait till he go to sleep every night and tear your ass up out the frame. Listen, every night at 12 o'clock midnight, I will stream the fuck live, okay? Until 7 o'clock in the motherfucking morning when he wake the fuck up and tear your motherfucking ass out the frame. For 7 hours motherfucking straight. Point.Blank.Period. Listen, Joe, I don't know why they think they bothering me. Listen, that's mute. Listen, when you call me a hood, listen, that's like rapping. You might as well be rapping to me or serenading me. You know, when you say hood rat 3 times, I'm going to appear. So, you know, it's almost like serenading the bitch. I'm unfucking bothered. I know what I am and I know what the fuck I ain't. Point.Blank.Period. Listen, y'all. Real life is in the clouds like this. And ZX in the clouds like this. Listen, y'all, that's how ZX look in real life. That nigga used filters on his camera. He got filter pictures and he uses filters when he come on camera. Don't let that shit fool you. That's what that nigga look like in real life. And whatever you think this little creature right here smells like, that's what the fuck that nigga smell like. Listen, he didn't shoot me, but the nigga smelled like death. Okay? He smelled like something had crawled. He smelled like he left a dildo up in his ass and like he was fucking himself in the ass with a dildo and fell asleep and forgot it was up there. And now the shit is in his anus decaying. That's what the nigga smelled like. Real life, I got you, bitch. For you and China White, and listen, bitch. I'm gonna rip you to pieces, ho. For just playing in my motherfucking face, bitch. I'm gonna tear you a new motherfucking asshole. You running around here telling motherfuckers that you get your asshole waxed. Well, that's good. because I'm gonna tear you a new motherfucking asshole. So you better start selling enough pussy cyberly. You better start selling enough pussy to be able to pay to get 2 assholes waxed, bitch, because I'm gonna tear you a whole new asshole before all is said and done, just for playing in my motherfucking face, ho. Point blank the fuck period. And you're gonna be exposed as the fraudulent chick that you are, and it ain't shit that ZX gonna be able to do to help you. Okay? That's what y'all bitches need to realize. ZX can't keep me off your ass. Okay? He need to worry about how the fuck he gonna get me off his ass. Okay? I'm gutting goats. Nala and Taz call themselves the motherfucking goats. Guess what? I'm gutting goats. Taz over there like this, trying to figure out how he can hook up some documents, how he can doctor some motherfucking receipts. No, you ain't buying no time, bitch. Taz over there like this, trying to figure out how he's going to counteract the receipts that they're waiting for me to put out the receipt. That's why I never show all of my receipts, because I know how these motherfuckers operate. They'll let you put out all your receipts and then they'll come out with some doctored shit. Before all is said and done, you're going to see Nala running down the street. You see that little monkey on that goat's back? Clydiva and fucking Nala. That's going to be Clydiva riding down the street on the YouTube streets. Her and fucking Nala when I'm fucking said and done. And I'm going to show you what the fuck Nala really think about this stupid bitch. Okay? And we going to see how empathetic Nala was to Clydiva's motherfucking plight. Okay? Point blank period. Nala's whole intent was, listen, Nala and Taz was over there running away with Clyde subs like this. ZX is out here trying to infiltrate the beef sector so he can run away, right, with them old geriatric motherfucking bitches. Them geriatric bitches with them stinking ass gums. He over there so he can run away with y'all subs like this. And motherfuckers just don't get it. You'll get it when your chat start getting a little bit light. Okay? You'll get the message. Oh, I found the perfect thumbnail when I get into Taz's ass. In the meantime, I was out here I was red balling live streams, listening to Nala and them live Nala Black Woman Sphere and China White lie like this. It's the lies for me. Unfucking believable. Clydiva over there looking just like this on that cum stained motherfucking mattress. So let's get into it. First, let me go through the chat. I keep forgetting to do that. I want to see who's in the chat. But mods, I wanted you all to be aware that, and if anybody needs my email address, it's in the description. But mods, I don't want anybody, and this is just a public service announcement for anybody that comes into the chat. Please do not come into the chat using the name of content creators. If not, if you do that, your comment is going to be deleted and you're going to be hidden. That includes a content creator's moderators. I don't want anything or any troll account like that in the chat. I don't want troll accounts under content creators or moderators' names using their image. Okay, anybody that comes into the chat doing that, mods are to delete the comment and hide the user. And you don't have to warn repeatedly. I don't allow abuse of my moderators. Okay, so they don't have to keep reminding a person again and again and again. Okay, this is not a special needs classroom. Okay, go take your ass over there to those chat rooms. Go over there to one of those chat rooms where you have to wear a fucking helmet for the duration of the live stream. I can't help you here. Okay. Hello, the bag lady. Hey, Callie Jane. Hey, what is that? Varnell Hill. Hey, Mia. Okay. Hello, Savage Life 718. Hello, it's Chopper. You heard me. Hey, Shady. Hey, Red Wings. It's Mia. Joe. Good and Plenty. Regina Aries. Mia S. I saw you earlier. Aisha Black. Gemini Savage 526. Hey guys, that's as far up as it'll let me go. If I missed anybody, I apologize, but welcome everybody. Okay. Yeah, so let's do the receipt thing. Okay. So let me see. I'm gonna start it. I'm sorry, y'all. So I heard I thought, let's debunk this little and you'll see how this gets debunked later on in line. One of the things that China White was unaware of is China White actually thought that me and Elise, she was unaware of the fact that me and Elise had made up. And because she's such a manipulative little cunt, what she actually did was when it came to her and Elise, because I considered them both to be friends of mine at that time, or because I considered myself to be close to them both as friends at that time. When they were going back and forth, I didn't want to be pulled into that. I wanted them to both work it out as women and to not allow Rude to be able to manipulate them. And what kind of happened was Elise was trying to tell me that China White was a flying monkey for Rude. And I just thought that she was allowing her feelings for Rude to basically, I thought that she was overlooking the way that Rude was triangulating her and Elise. So whatever it was they were going through, I wanted them to talk it out. I didn't believe, and I didn't want to mediate, but Elise asked me to mediate. So I was willing to do that. But I let them both know, because I suspected that not only is he a fucking sociopath, but I just suspected that there was no point. That he was a master manipulator. He was very narcissistic, and I just didn't want to have anything to do with whatever they had going on. Because my advice to Elise in the very beginning was not to get involved with him. And because she's a grown woman, she doesn't have to take my advice. But my advice to her was not to have anything to do with him. And I felt that I explained to her that what he does is manipulate women. He uses women as weapons to attack other women. And he sort of uses women that have a certain amount of popularity or credibility to be able to attack other women. He uses them as flying monkeys to somehow validate him as somebody that's safe for women, somebody that the women like, somebody that the women find attractive. That's what he uses other women for. And they both were 100% aware of what my opinion of him was. Although I was cordial with him on the platform, a lot of people get that fucked up. They believe that because you don't necessarily call a person out. Just because I didn't go live and say Rude is a sociopath, you almost have to become a professional snake charmer in order to handle his ilk. But they both were 100% aware of what he was, and they both acknowledged what he was. Elise didn't initially, but at some point she did come to see his true character and realize that I had been telling her the truth. China White also identified him, as well as other men in the manosphere, by name as abusive. But on the platform, it will be something different. So it was supposed to be like an unspoken rule that we get who he is and what he is. But again, at that time, I was unaware, because you heard those of you that heard the audio earlier, you would have known that actually who China White was crying over was Dr. Book of Alpharonomy, Dr. BOA. So because I knew the way that she felt about him, I basically saw her relationship with Rude. I thought it was platonic, and even when it came to their friendship, I felt that she used him as sort of a pacifier. Whenever she was rejected or discarded or ghosted by BOA, whenever he will block her or whatever, or cause her to have these complete emotional breakdowns, that's when she would rekindle this friendship with Rude, or when she would tend to rely on him for support. And she told me that she was not interested in Rude in that way. She told me that Rude was interested in her in that way. He only became this person that she was interested in when she could weaponize him against me. So the narrative was that she showed pictures of herself in the context of she had had some sort of breakout. No. What does having a breakout have to do with you saying that you look like a whore? I'm not making that connection. Lots of women have breakouts. At times, I have acne breakouts, and I'm almost 50 years old. I'll be 49 years old this year. But I'm not going to take a photograph of myself and send it unsolicited to a person and say that I look like a whore. What does looking like a whore have to do with having a breakout? So although she's trying to paint that as the context in which she said it, it isn't. Everything that has come out of this little carnivorous bitch's mouth has been a projection. I'm not the one that's insecure when it comes to other women, it's her. Just like she felt she was insecure when it came to Neon Eyes, because a lot of the fellas took a liking to Neon Eyes. So there was this competitiveness to outdo, or to, in any way that they could discredit. If they could run certain chicks off of YouTube that they perceive to be their competition, they would absolutely fucking do it. And I don't operate like that. Never have and never, never have. So let me remove this real fast. So, and that's because she deleted her account, but clearly you can see exactly who that is. So whenever you see the the unknown person, that would be her. With the unknown person with that particular avatar, that would be her. We can change this. Okay. Move this banner out of the way. Now, this is just one message. There is a message where she's literally saying she looks like a whore. Now, mind you, because she sent me the picture unsolicited, when she sent me the picture, I'm looking at the picture like it's pretty, boo. Now, clearly, you can look at the picture and you can see that there's nothing, basically, there's nothing aesthetically wrong with her face. Now, she's telling you all she had a breakout. Where is the breakout on her face? She says she had a breakout, right? She told you all that she had a breakout and that is the reason. Where is the breakout? So that would have been a lie. That's not the context that she sent the picture in. This is a woman that struggles with her image and her self-esteem, despite what you see on the surface. So no, she did not have a breakout, and that was not the context that she sent the message, or that she took the picture and sent it to me. And this is me asking her, did she use? So she's saying that, look, this shit ain't normal. Okay. So if you were just having a breakout, why wouldn't that be normal? If you were just having a breakout. So she says, I'm sorry, but I look like shit. I can't help. So I'm asking her, do you use a lot of salt? She's saying, look at my damn face. I'm so fucking ugly. Does that appear to be something that a person that was experiencing just an acne breakout would say to you? And let's be clear. I said earlier in the stream earlier, I did not start showing the private communication between me and China White until China White used Rude as a mouthpiece to put out the narrative that I was an older, insecure, dark-skinned lesbian that was angry because I had been rejected by a younger, more attractive, light-skinned woman. That is when the private communication came out. I saw that as an attack on my character and my credibility. That is why I brought out the private communication. It wasn't, I showed her private communication for absolutely no reason. No. She repeatedly, they were collaborating to do live streams to paint me as this older predatory lesbian, even though I'm a straight woman that was preying on her and got angry because I was rejected. When the truth of the matter is, unbeknownst to her, see, China didn't know that Elise and I had made up. And we intentionally kept that information from her. And what she doesn't know is that Bayou Bunny had also been given the red flag to go. She had basically been given the green light to go, that if she wanted to go after her, that she could. And she did just that. That whatever protection I had given her up until that point, when I realized that she had been feeding Rude information that was supposed to be confidential, her enemies got the green light to go after her. And what she did was immediately start reaching out to me. And then what she didn't know is that I knew she was reaching out to Elise at the same time. And it was not her who cut me off. It was me who cut her off. And you'll see her messaging me. And then when I didn't respond, she automatically shifts into victim mode. Simply because I wasn't responding to her. Because at that point, I was sick and tired of her little YouTube games. And I realized how manipulative she had been and exactly what she had done. Because what she did was lie to me about Rude. You heard her in the phone call. Does she admit in the phone call where she's crying about Bayou playing audio of her saying that Rude had pictures of her? Does she ever admit that to me? No, she didn't. She repeatedly denied it. And once Elise and Rude had basically parted ways on bad, very, very bad terms, it came to my attention that Rude had been camming up, that China had been seeing him cammed up. And then it became evident to me that the nature of their relationship was not platonic. So therefore, if you're telling me that Elise is being insecure about your friendship because she believes that you have the hots for Rude, okay, well then it's not just something that's in her fucking head. Because her suspicions are valid. Because you all have an intimate relationship that's not platonic. So that was a blatant fucking manipulation. The other thing that they both withheld from me is that they had agreed, according to Rude, to have this three-way relationship. They never told me that. They didn't have to tell me that. But then why tell me anything? Why cherry pick what you're telling me? Would that's withholding relevant information. If Elise is saying that, if she's saying that she believes that you and Rude are, playing this little game with her, see, China doesn't know that Elise sent me the screenshot of her telling China telling Elise, pick up the phone, bitch. And she had Rude on the phone. And they were both tag teaming Elise. Basically bullying her, right? For her to pick up the phone. She doesn't know I seen the screenshot of the text messages China was sending her. So yes, you always have to withhold certain information. Because what from my experience, what these people tend to do is the minute that they think that they have the 411, you know, or that they have all the information that you have to put out, then that you'll see their true colors. This, what I'm saying to her is, and you can't judge by the pic. It depends on the angle. So I'm kind of like trying to reassure her that there's nothing wrong. Okay. And this is nothing. This is not an isolated incident. This is nothing that I did on one occasion. This is something that I had done repeatedly when it comes to her. So let's see what the whole Nyla is talking about people using her. Well, let's see who it is that really wanted to use Nyla and who didn't. Because although I could have, I didn't do that. Because that's not what I do. Okay? I leave that for these bitches. Okay? Let's see. Since they're all friends and all now, let's see what it is that China White wanted to do with Nyla. Now, you see this here? This was during the time that I had stopped going live because I really wanted to distance myself from Nyla and Taz. And I felt pressured because at that time, all of their enemies on the platform were basically coming for their necks. But I was trying to distance myself away from her. Good morning, Brandy. Without anything being public. I was trying to gradually distance myself. And you'll see communication, not just between myself and Elise, myself and China, but they were 100% aware of the fact that I was attempting to distance myself away from Nyla and just get back to my regular content. And you'll see that. And you can see the dates. So it was not a matter of me being like some hanger on to these people. It was a matter of me realizing that, hey, a lot of this shit that I've been hearing about y'all, a lot of the allegations that I've been defending you all against, you motherfuckers are 100% guilty of everything, of a lot of the things that you were accused of. A lot of the rumors, the things that I was told were rumors or people just clout chasing. No, these things are facts. So it's not just people lying on you. Not when I've seen the same behavior. Not when I'm privy to certain information. And you're lying right in my fucking face. So this is me telling China, it throws me off every time they come in the chat room. So I'm telling her, I'm getting sleepy. I'm going to lay down. This is me telling China, I don't want anything to do. Basically, I'm telling China I don't want anything to do with them. And although that's very vague, I actually get very specific with both China and Elise about the fact that I wanted to get away from them. And because I felt that they were using me, to kind of like intimidate the people that they had victimized. Either if they didn't victimize the person, they had doxed the person or done something to the person, or either the person was exposing some part of their YouTube facade or persona. And I felt that they were using me as a flying monkey to sort of intimidate the people that they had victimized or people that were exposing them. And it was a pattern. The doxing was strategic. There was a pattern to the doxing. It wasn't just a random doxing. Nobody just reached down in the chat room and just decided who was going to be doxed. This is China White saying, I'll use they ass, right? talk about people that they hang around that are not educated. She says, with the platform they got, here it is, for all of you that are allowing, hey, Key, good morning, babe. For all of you that have allowed China, including Grown Folks TV, to infiltrate your camp, this is how this bitch thinks. And that's why that's one reason why she found her way over there to you. So for all of you who think that China is just innocent and sweet, no, she's a manipulative, carnivorous bitch. That's that's basically, she has an agenda. And this was her agenda. She said, with the platform they got, I will make them motherfuckers join my panel every fucking time I go live. Well, thank you, China. Thank you, thick-tongued temptress. The thick-tongued temptress wants to, listen, thank you, thick-tongued temptress, for letting us know that every time we see Nyla or any other big content creator doing a collaboration or joining your panel, that you're actually using them and that you're convincing them to join your panel when you go live to make you seem like you're important, because we both know that on the regular, it's not like you're some big popular content creator. No, you are the bitch that nuzzles up to bigger content creators to get their personal information and to get their business. And then you use that, right? You make it a point to let people know who you mod for. Here's the interesting thing for those of you that think that China White is actually pro-woman and that she's for the sisters. Well, you would have to ask China White, how was she able to moderate for all of those men in the manosphere? I've never been a moderator for anybody in the manosphere. How was she able to moderate Kevin Samuels' channel if she's for Black women? If she's for sisterhood, how was she able to moderate for somebody like Kevin Samuels? Has anybody considered or even pondered the thought of why she would have been trusted in certain places in Angry Man's camp? How was China White able to get receipts from, how was China White able to get what was on Angry Man's Discord and give it to me? Is anybody just allowed to come up on their Discord? No, she was somebody that was trusted. How was Cocaine Kells able to give Nyla the email that Super Sly sent Neon with Neon's reply attached to it? How was she able to do that? When they were getting ready to dox Game Changer, you remember, and I'll show those receipts again, that not both Nyla and Cocaine Kells, not Poetic Kells, Cocaine Kells, were messaging me on the back end telling me that they would have Game Changer's identity in a few days. Well, how were they going to do that? Who is it that has Game Changer's identity? Isn't it, doesn't C Boogie know who Game Changer is? And didn't C Boogie admit that he was the one who gave the copy of the email to Cocaine Kells, but you all believe that they weren't conspiring to spread this narrative that the manosphere was infested with pedophiles, perverts, and rapists? Do you see what I'm saying on this? as she's telling me to use Nyla and Taz, I'm telling her I don't want them on my panel though. So how was I using them? How was I using them? When I had the opportunity to take China up on her advice and to use them, I chose not to do that. I didn't want anything to do with them. I just didn't know how to get rid of them because they were attached to me, right? Because there were a lot of people that were afraid to go at them because of me. Well, because they didn't want to contend with me. So what they've been doing is running around, and this is the reason why I told people, do not jump on, do not bandwagon jump, because you're going to be looking stupid at the end of the day, because nobody has seen all of my receipts. I never dropped all the receipts. I told you last year I had over 7,000 receipts on these motherfuckers. I never put them all up on my website. The third one, because they took down the first two websites. I never put all of my receipts out. I just moved on and started doing other content. All of the videos and the live streams that had been done on them, those live streams were put on private. I'm not pressed like that for content. I don't lack creativity or originality. Or I'm sorry, originality. I don't lack that. I have a creative mind. So I'm always able to create new things and new concepts. I can look at something, I can see something, and I can get inspired by that and just create things. So I don't have to use other content creators for content. So what you have is basically a bunch of people that are comfortable with playing right in your face. Okay? And let's bring it into context. And again, as I go through these receipts, when I get to the Nyla receipts, I just want to say, here's the whole thing. I don't, if I'm not genuinely sorry, the people that know me best know I'm not going to apologize. If I've ever apologized about something, that's because I was genuinely sorry. If I didn't apologize, it was fuck you then and it's fuck you now. And it'll be fuck you forever. Until such a time that I do apologize. Once I apologize, that whatever the person does with that apology is not my business. That's up to them whether or not they choose to forgive me. I apologize and I leave it there. If I can make amends in some way, if I've really harmed, if I've caused some sort of harm to a person, I will do the best that I can to sort of rectify whatever that harm is, if that's possible. However, I don't become enslaved to people because I've, after I've apologized. That's not a part of the apology. To just be forever indebted or forever enslaved. So as I go through the receipts, whatever, good morning, beautiful soul, whatever I said is what I said. That's what it was at that time. Like I said, if I'm sorry about what I said, then you would have gotten an apology from me. If you didn't get an apology from me, again, it was fuck you then and it's fuck you now. Point blank, period. Okay? So This is me telling her I'm going to text you when I call up. So she says, okay, hit me up later. Basically, okay, hold on. I already went through this. Sorry, I'm meant to scroll down a little bit. So this is me telling her I don't want them on my panel. Okay. So if I wanted to use them, if my goal was to use them, why would I not want them to be on my panel? Nyla and Taz. And Black Woman Sphere at that time. Why? So this is Miss China White, the beacon of femininity, saying, LOL, I know. In other words, I know you don't want to be bothered with them, but you got to use the motherfuckers like they use you. Their shit goes both ways. Again, if you all care about the thick tongue temptress, why don't you get her hooked on phonics? Or perhaps some coloring books and crayons, construction paper perhaps. Teach the bitch her ABCs, 1, 2, 3s. Because clearly this is not a bitch that even has so much as even a GED. But they're talking about my education. Why would you assume I'm not educated? Because I'm a felon. So that means I'm not educated. That means I don't have any education, any formal education. That is. That's interesting. So it's not possible for it's not possible that you have people. It's not possible to be both. You can't be intelligent and grow up in urban in the hood. You can't be both. You can't do both. So because you all have limited, not you all, but because the motherfucker's saying it, because you have a limited ability, right? That means that I have it. Because you can only be one way. Because you can only be a nerd without street savviness. That's not applicable. That doesn't, what? Because you're a fucking hood chick with no fucking intelligence and no formal education and no work history. That means everybody falls into that category because you do. And that's pretty much the way these bitches think. Because they don't know anything other than the fucking hood or some hood shit. These bitches really think because listen, you sell pussy, China. You ought to be, you know what I mean? You're a prostitute, literally. So you ought to have the finest things in life. But see, the thing that selling your pussy can't get you, and the thing that money can't buy you a fucking brain, bitch. That's that's what makes us money cannot, it doesn't matter how much pussy you sell or how much dick you suck or how wide your asshole is or how many times a week or how many times a month you wax your asshole. The money that you get from selling pussy can't buy you a brain, bitch. It can't buy you courage. Apparently, it can't even buy you the motherfucking ability to speak without a lisp. So, your point is what? Why don't you use some of that money why don't you use some of your surplus that's left over after you sell your twat to get that extra 12 inches of tongue cut off? But then again, because I'm quite sure it helps her to fare well in her, air quotes, profession. Toya, what you know about that? What is that bitch name? Toya Abstract? That's just weirdo shit. That's not even a sexy motherfucking username. Nobody wants to fuck a bitch that walks up and says, I have the coup de grace of all cooch. My coochie is the coup de grace of all coochies. That's not going to necessarily make a nigga's dick get hard as a brick. It's not going to make his nuts quiver when he hears a bitch talking like that. That, you know, that little nasally talking. You know, I raised my children. And bitch, listen, when y'all bitches start talking, I just want to grab a motherfucking blanket, toast me some s'mores, and just listen by the campfire to these motherfucking stories. Y'all bitches take me back to the Girl Scout days. You remember the days when you used to show your coochie for cookies and shit? You know what I mean? When you cross pet, don't listen. Don't make me start pointing out the motherfucking hoes that used to lift up them little beige. You remember the Girl Scouts, the brownies, and you know, and don't make me start pointing out bitches that's the archetype that would show their coochie for motherfucking Girl Scout cookies. Don't make me do it. I will motherfucking do it. These bitches take me back to the days when I used to show my coochie for cookies. Because I just immediately want to grab a blanket and curl up and just start toasting s'mores, starting fires and shit. Don't nobody want to hear about when Leroy was humping up and down in that dry ass pussy, bitch. The only motherfucking thing your ass is good for now, bitch, is frying a mean motherfucking piece of chicken. Point.Blank.Period. You bitches can fry the shit out some chicken. You can fry the shit out of, you can hook up some motherfucking smothered pork chops. But ain't nobody trying to hear about when you was fucking, bitch. Don't nobody want to, listen, don't nobody want to fuck you now. Fuck all the niggas that you had back then, bitch. Can you find a nigga to fuck now? Are there niggas that want to fuck you now, bitch? I ain't talking about some shit you did 60 years ago, ho. Ain't nobody your ass ain't fucking nobody no more. The nigga you sleep next to ain't even fucking you. Well, saying time, you need a man, bitch. The man you got don't fuck you, bitch. Well, listen, you got a man, bitch, and you still ain't sucking dick. So what's the issue? You on YouTube trying to suck you some virtual dick with a nigga laying right there next to you. What's your point, bitch? They'll tell you quick, she don't have no man because she's so masculine. Well, what you got laying next to you, bitch? Why are you online catering to a nigga that you never met? When do you take time out to suck the dick of the nigga that's laying next to you? When do you take time out to do that? If you always in some other nigga's chat, always on some other nigga's panel. You bald-headed, bat-faced bitch, if you don't get the fuck on about your business, you're going to get beat the fuck up, bitch. Point.Blank.Period. Okay? I got to start virtually prison stomping these chicks. Like, who the fuck do y'all really think y'all playing with? You got a nigga laying next to you, balls dry as hell. Balls sitting up there looking, the beautiful soul. Balls sitting up there so dry, they look like motherfucking coconuts. The nigga laying there with his balls looking like coconuts. Just dry as fuck. Goddamn dick look like a freeze-dried motherfucking hot dog. And you up here catering to some nigga on motherfucking YouTube you ain't never met. Listen, they waiting for the motherfucker to die. Listen, that nigga gonna die and you gonna find out your sister is his motherfucking beneficiary. That's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen. Hold on, y'all. Let me grab my grandson because so he won't slide off the bed. Give me 1 second. Hold on. play something real fast. Hold on. Hold on. No.
Put it to rest. I am a poet. You try to show it, yeah, blow it. It takes concentration for fresh communication, observation. That is to see without speaking. Take off your coat, take notes. I am teaching a class or at a school, because you need schooling. I am not a king or queen, I'm not ruling. This is an introduction to poetry, a small dedication to those that might know of me, they might know of you. And maybe you can, but one thing's for sure, neither one of y'all can hang. Because you, I'm like an arrow, and Scott is the crossbow. Say something now. You seem to be the type that only understand the annihilation and destruction of the next man. That's not poetry, that is insanity. It's simply fantasy, far from reality. Poetry is the language of imagination. Poetry is a form of positive creation. Difficult, isn't it? The point you're missing it, your face is in front of my head, so I'm missing it. Drop, but not like all the others. They just cover while I just smother. Every single brother. KRS-One will have to show another MC or self-proclaim king or queen or gang or crew or solo or team that I mean business. So tell me, what is this? See, I come from the Bronx, so just kiss me. Looking at projections is so much an experiment. The antidote for sucker MCs and their fearing it. It's self-explanatory, no right for me. The poetry I'm rattling is really not for battling. But if you want, I will simply change the program. So when I'm done, you will simply say, damn. So this conversation is somewhat hypothetical. Boogie Down Productions attempts to prove something. I say hypothetical because it's only theory, my theory. So take a minute now to hear me. So what's the problem? It seems you want to be KRS-2. From my point of view, backtracks, I'd be attacked. Because KRS-One means simply one KRS. That's it, that's all solo, single, no more, no less. I built up my credential financially and mental. Anytime I rhyme, I request the instrumental. I speak clearly, and that's nearly, or should I say a mere, up to my career. I'm really not into fashion or praise. You're the one who pays, and how soon I get a raise. You're probably in a daze, acting out of sympathy. Wrote a couple of rhymes and think that you can get with me. But what a pity, I'm rocking New York City. And everywhere else, you put the jams on the shelf. You as a manager, I'm looking at the face. You seem to be hoping that I might stutter, stop, or just mess up. But everything's live, that's why I don't dress up. Blastmaster KRS, a synonym for fresh. I'm the teacher of the class, I do not pass no test. Got DJ Scott Rock by my side, not in back of me, cause we make up the Boogie Down Production crew. Faculty, get it right. The thing is, I'm not a fight, cause when you fight, you have it, and when I hear it, that's it. I do not contemplate a battle, cause it really ain't worth it. I'd rather point a pistol at your head and try to burst it. I'm teaching poetry. I'm teaching poetry.
I'm back, y'all. Hold on. Okie doke. Okay. So let me scroll through. And I have to tell y'all, it's a lot of when I tell y'all that Nala did not know that she was blocked, basically, she knew. This is when she knew that she was blocked. Okay. Nala knew that she was blocked. You remember a few days before that, I went live and I snatched all the wrenches, including hers. So that's when she knew. So it's interesting to me that, you know, they come back and they paint this narrative that somebody was pressed. If I'm pressed, why would I be pressed about what? No, bitch, you're the one that's pressed. You were pressed then in your I'm sorry, y'all. That's my I got some bottled frappuccino. You, if I'm, it looks like you're the one that's pressed to me. Miss Big, she's a big YouTuber. And look at how pressed this big YouTuber is. Does it make any sense? You know what I just find crazy? Does it make any damn sense that a person that has a platform the size of hers would be addressing me at all? Has anybody ever asked themselves that question? Why is she so fixated or finds it necessary? She's such a successful YouTuber. She has such a big platform. She's such on this plateau. Why the fuck would she be taking time to address me? I'm not the only content creator in this space. Certainly not the only content creator in the Black sector. Why is she addressing me? Am I the only person that has ever addressed her in the video? And nobody has bothered to ask, why is this bitch so pressed? Why is she making a tour on YouTube? For what reason? That's because this bitch is 100% aware. Every fucking receipt I'm going to show you, this bitch has the same receipts. That's why the bitch is pressed. You're going to see why she's so fucking pressed. And it's not because she's a victim. It's not because she's innocent. It's not because Black woman sphere is innocent. Why is China White so pressed? They're pressed because the villain that I own being, at times, they're trying to deny who and what they are. Because they know that there's a price that you're going to pay for being a villain. So what it is they want to be a villain without the price. They don't want to pay the price, but they want the prize. They want the prizes and whatever little pseudo prestige comes with being a fucking villain, but they don't want to pay the price. They want to be able to come out here and pretend to be fucking victims. You got fucking people cash apping this bitch as if she's a fucking victim. I'm not talking about supporting her channel. I'm talking about her coming live and scamming people, saying that she has to go to state to state to state to have people prosecuted And you see receipts that this bitch is ducking service for lawsuit after lawsuit after lawsuit after lawsuit. You see judgment after judgment after judgment after judgment. See, China White does shit like this, right? And then gets up here and plays innocent. You know, she doesn't stalk people. That's all the bitch does. That's all the bitch does. And when people like a Danini clock her moves and start calling her out, well, Danini gets the rap for attacking people. No, she sees her for the sneaky bitch that she is. They cool now, that's fine. Guess what? I don't give a fuck. The type of sneaky shit that they've done, Danini and them are not even aware of all this. The Viper Pit is not even aware of all, well, the formerly known Viper Pit is not even all aware of the shit that they did. They're not aware of everything Nala did. And for those of y'all who wanted to, y'all remember when I was showing pictures of Bomb Cherry on Instagram, right? Naked from the waist down. Now, here's the interesting thing. Everybody thought that it was me that was stalking Bomb. No, it was not. It was Nyla. And it was China. Just like it was China that used the voice changer when she called Bomb on Instagram. When she joined that call or whatever it is that they did. Can I prove that it was her? Of course I can. Because she sent me a text message telling me it was her and telling me not to say anything. There was an instance when Bomb was on Instagram and the baby could be heard in the background. And she called in, used a voice changer, and cussed that Bomb about having the baby in the background. That's the type of shit that she does. Well, if they got flagged in their page, whose page got flagged in the middle of a conversation? And here's the thing: if their page got flagged, why would I care? As I go through the receipts, you'll see how many times she was flagging. So I'm not even certain who you're talking about. But the question is, why would you think I would care if their page got flagged or if they blamed it on me? They motherfuckers took down 4 channels of mine. Why would I give a fuck about my ops pages getting flagged? Where did I go to flag anybody? And if their pages got flagged, I don't give a fuck. They can join the club. Am I supposed to give a fuck about them blaming something on me? When all of their fucking mothers are blaming niggas for babies that ain't the fuck theirs. Every last one of them raggedy whores has either blamed a baby on somebody that wasn't his or they fucking mamas did it. The nigga that they calling Pop is not their motherfucking grandpa. It's his brother. So why the fuck would I care? Bitches blame babies on niggas that don't belong to them. The fuck do I care about somebody's channel getting flagged? That if taking part in flagging mods. And you an outsider, you just popped in the chat. You popped in the chat. You an outsider, you pop in the chat. Did she greet anybody in the chat? Did you greet the host and did you greet the mods in the chat? But you just drop down and let me know what the fuck somebody might blame the fuck on me. But you an outsider? Well, carry your ass back outside then. A lot of these motherfuckers be aggy as fuck. See shit like this? Anybody ever ask questions how I get shit like this? This is a message that Bayou Bunny sent to the Grinch. How did I get that? How did I get stuff like that? Y'all see the date on it? No, that's not from December of 2020. That's from the previous year. Nothing with these fucking whores is sacred. Trust and believe me, if you see it, if you said it, they done listen, if you see it, if they said it, they done sent it to somebody. Trust and believe me. If you said it, somebody else done seen it. These raggedy whores don't know the meaning of keeping a fucking secret. And let's see what else this little sneaky bitch is up to. Okay? This is during the time that the bitch China was running to me for cover from Bayou Bunny, right? So that way you can see who it was that sent it. She's the one that actually sent me a copy of that message. How could China White have obtained the copy of a message that was sent between Grinch and Bayou Bunny? How did China White come to be in possession of a message that Bayou sent Grinch? That would mean that Bayou had to show the message. I'm sorry, that's the wrong one. That would mean that Bayou had to show the message to China, which is how China was able to screenshot it and send it to me, or download it and send it to me. Nothing is sad. I told you nothing is sacred with these whores. And the thing about whores is they like to talk. Okay? Why is she sending me this? Why is China White, and you all know I don't have I don't use iPhones. Why is China White, I'm Team Android, why is China White sending me this? Did y'all see the date? If you see the date, you'll know why she was sending it to me. Why was she sending me something like that before 8 o'clock in the fucking morning? December the 16th of 2019. Why is she sending me that? She's sending me that because she was trying to find out whether or not she could have Bayou prosecuted for recording her phone calls. That call that you heard earlier was after it came to her knowledge that after Bayou put out a recording between her and China. Just like when I showed proof that it was not JV Dessalines, who called CPS on Bayou that it was China. That was ignored. Why was that ignored? Well, they ignored that and set that to the side because they had a bigger op that they needed to stick together in order to take down. And who was that op at that time? Well, that op would have been me. So bitches were willing to overlook the fact that CPS had been called on them. But they're talking about me calling CPS on somebody else. Even when they saw definitive proof that China White was the one who called CPS to do a wellness check on Bayou Bunny's child, they ignored the receipt of me telling Nyla that China said she was going to call CPS on Bayou so that they could get together in a huddle and attempt to what? Do what to me? I'm still here. Even with all of you joining forces, you still haven't succeeded in running me out of the sector, and you still haven't succeeded in running me off of YouTube. And guess what? Nor will you. Nor will you. What's going to happen is you're going to get your ass handed to you on a silver platter. So I'm glad that people showed their true colors. And I'm actually glad that when motherfuckers thought that they had the one up, that they made their move, because now I'm going to make mine. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm just going to use that using this mouse. I'm just going to use my fingers. Keep forgetting this is a touch screen. And just so you, to provide any clarity, you know, they always say, well, that's not putting it in context. No, this is the context of it. Okay? This is the context, right? Now, if you've seen the previous text, you'll see, right? Her looking up. I keep forgetting this is a touch screen, y'all. She's looking up the laws regarding recording people in Ohio. I'm sorry, in Oklahoma. And what it says is Oklahoma's Security of Communications Act provides that it is illegal to record an in-person or telephone communication without the consent of at least one party, or to record a communication with criminal or tortious intent, which she did, right? Illegal recording is a felony punishable by fine and or imprisonment. And that's according to the Ohio statute, blah, 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 yeah. Okay, so that's the context. That was on December the 16th at 7:59 a.m. I'm going to swipe right to the next message. Okay, and you can see, hold on. Now it's getting sticky. All right. She's asking me if she's the last person. Okay. And you can see at December the 16th, on December the 16th at 8:13 a.m., I'm saying to her, If you know any information on this bitch, you gotta tell me, sis, so I can destroy this bitch. Why am I saying that? Why did I go after Bayou? Even though it was my decision to do it. Why did I do? What was the motivation for me to do it? The motivation was to help this dumb bitch. This snake ass bitch. That's the reason why I did it, to help her. So I'm asking her, listen, if you got information or things that you can, if you got intel you can give me so that I can go after this broad, you got to give it to me. And this is her telling me, I'm going to call you when I'm done with my girls, okay? I think y'all better be aware of how these snake ass bitches operate that you running around here caping for. And the type of shit they do to people. Okay? All of this shit, all of this sending links and shit. You'll see who was doing all of the sending of the damn links. And you'll find out that it was these bitches. The ones that have they're so happy in their lives. They have their lives are so full. They're so busy living their best life. It's the lies for me. It's the facades and the fugaziness of it all to me. So she asked me, cluster, you busy? So you see how it starts from the time that they wake up. A whole day is going by. That's not including the times that they call. And every time they call you, it's about some YouTube shit. So this is why I find it so interesting when bitches talk about they ran me off of somewhere, right? You see that right here? Do you see that? Did these bitches know at some point that I was frustrated and that I was just tired of search? Absolutely. Absolutely. But let them tell it. I'm the one that doesn't have a life. No, it's those bitches that don't have a life. Everything that's come out of their fucking mouth has been a fucking projection. This is China White asking me, cluster, you busy? I know you tired. Yes, bitch, because you're getting on my fucking nerves. You and Nyla both. But I'm trying to be supportive. And that's me telling China, I'm on the phone with Nyla. Do you want us to three-way you? And I'm asking her, are you okay, sis? The audacity of you bitches to think that I would ever allow you to come back and play in my motherfucking face. See, and the reason why you're not going to be shown any fucking mercy this time is because you had an opportunity to get the fuck on about your business. When I hid the videos, when I stopped speaking on you bitches, and I got back to my regular content, you should have fucking left shit as be. But because you bitches was so pressed, and because you know what I have in my fucking arsenal, you just wanted to keep pushing and poking the fucking bear. And now I'm ready to maul you within an inch of your motherfucking whatever YouTube life you have left. I'm gonna maul you half to death. And I'm gonna enjoy it when I do it. As a matter of fact, I think I'll start with poking out one motherfucking eyeball. And then allow you to wander around the YouTube streets like a one-eyed bandit. And then I'm going to rip off your arm. And you know, I'm in it for distance and irritation. I will rip off a fucking limb a week until there's nothing left for you. And you're going to do it. You're going to be fighting me with one eyeball. And then I'll take another week and take your ear. And then the next week, I'll take one of your ass cheeks. And then the next week, I'll take a foot. And then another week, I'll take the other arm. And my mods are so gracious. Not only are they beautiful, but they're very gracious. Maybe one of them will have compassion, sympathy, or empathy for you and knit you crutches, or maybe perhaps build you a wheelchair out of pork chop bones. Yes. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day in the neighborhood. Would you be mine? Would you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Won't you please? Won't you please? Please won't you be my neighbor? Hi, Nyla. Hi, China. Oh, and my old buddy, old friend, old pal. Yeah, you remember this tone, don't you? The Black Woman's Fair podcast. Of course you do, darling. Of course you do. And I enjoy what I do. I think I'm good at what I do. And I think listen, at the end of the day, yeah, my reputation does precede me on YouTube. If you don't enjoy it, why are you doing it? I bet you these bitches been on pins and needles all day long. Listen, every time, it's probably the only motherfucking time they've turned their notifications off, because these bitches probably jumped out of their hyena skin every motherfucking time they heard notification, not knowing whether or not it was me going live. So I intend, let me see, there's 6 eyeballs. So how about this? How about I take an eyeball? Let me see how many weeks that is. 6 eyeballs. Oh, and I forgot real life is not in cyberspace. So that's 8 eyeballs. Okay, I'll take, okay. All right. Cluster doesn't mind being the villain. And I'm good at it. I'm just everybody's favorite villain. Anywho, I think I'll take, beautiful soul, I think I'll take an eyeball per live stream. For the next 8 streams, I'll be gracious. And I'll take 1 eyeball. And then over the course of the next 8 weeks, I'll take your other eyeball. And I'll leave it. Listen, it'll be a surprise, but you have to give up a limb. I'm not just going to take an eyeball. I'm going to take a limb. So I'll give you a choice of your arm or your foot. You remember that little scene in the Leprechaun from the Hood, when the leprechaun, and he was like, "Where's me gold? Tell me, or I'll take your ear and make a boot out of it." It's like, that's like I could go get a bunch of clips from like my favorite movies and make a little intro. And I remind you, and I'm an artist, so I'm sensitive about my shit. Yeah. I'm vamping. So this is me asking her, are you okay, sis? So she's saying, please. Okay, not really. So she's not really okay. And she's about to hide her channel. Well, you always hide your channel, don't you, China? You always do a bunch of dirty, grimy, snake-like shit, right? And then, like the cowardly bitch that you are, after you've done this dirty, grimy shit, you run and hide your channels. Isn't that what you usually do? After you've done something snake-like and you're called out, or you're about to be called out, you run and hide your channel. Isn't it interesting that those that run and hide their channels actually have the audacity to talk about running me out of a sector? When have I ever hid my channels? The Cali chimp, the Crisco dipped Cali chimp, is forever hiding her channels. And China does the same thing. Hold on for a second. I got a call coming in. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. Uh-oh. Hold on, y'all. Who is this? Hold on for a second. Hold on, y'all. This is my daughter. Wait a minute, babe. Hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. That was my daughter. I told you my daughter calls when she on her way to work, and she called when she get off of work. Sometimes my grandson, she's on her way. She's getting ready before she leave the house. She leave the house about 5, so she can get there by 6. But she calls. She'll call again later on. But yeah. Gotta go. I told y'all my it's school time, and I told you I get my grandkids school clothes for school. But okay, so yeah, that's her saying that her blood pressure was high. So here's the interesting thing. A lot of times you'll hear people talk about older women. They make jokes about us and our health. Well, here's the whole thing. Just because you're younger, it doesn't mean that you're healthier. Just because you're younger. You can have high blood pressure at any age. So think about that. They're quick to tell you you're old, you're envious, you're jealous, this, that, and all the other. But here it is. She has high blood pressure and she has medical problems as well. So just because you're younger, that doesn't mean that you're healthier. And the reason why I would never feel sorry for this bitch not ever again is because despite the fact that I was empathetic about her and her illnesses, right? See, this type of shit here, people think that it's actually me looking up this shit. Well, let me show you. Despite her having high blood pressure, they talk about people and you'll recognize the woman that's in this picture. Of course you will. Yeah, you will, because that's Bomb Cherry, right? But they want to tell you Cluster is the one that's stalking. No. Cluster is not the one stalking, obsessed with women's pictures. I told you the majority of the things that I got, including the things that I had put on the website, I got those photographs and those videos from Nyla in China. So as you can see right there at 5:09 p.m. on December the 16th, Miss China White is talking about the fact that her blood pressure is high. But nonetheless, you don't see any response from me, right? But on December the 16th at 10:03, well, her blood pressure wasn't so high that she couldn't be online surfing for pictures of Bomb Cherry. And I can't even show you the entire picture. See, that's what these bitches do. And then they project what they are and what they do onto you. Ain't that right, China? Oh, you're going to find out who the stalkers are. You're going to find out who it is that is obsessed with other women. And you know the interesting thing about China and Nyla and their fixation with women and their physiques? It's rarely, I think I'm the exception because I'm the dark-skinned chick that they stalk. But do you know who they generally stalk and who they generally feel inferior to? Other light-skinned women, mixed women. Yeah. That's who they're obsessed with. Because on this platform, like I told you, that there's an unwritten rule that there's this hierarchy. So they tend to be obsessed with women that they perceive to be their competition in any shape, form, or fashion. Again, I told you everything that these bitches do and say is generally a projection. It doesn't matter whether it's Bomb Cherry. It doesn't matter whether it's Neon Eyes. It doesn't matter whether it's Uppity Unicorn. It doesn't matter whether it's the Gaslight. You will see the obsession and who it is that's doing the stalking. And like I said, I can't even show you the full picture because that's not the only picture that she sent, right? This way I can show you this. Okay. And I just won't show you the bottom. So earlier in the day, she's talking about her blood pressure being high. But nonetheless, hold on, let me make sure that this is not, I can't, I have to make sure that this is not showing, okay? Because they're able to like get videos flagged for certain stuff. Right? That's what she's doing. Stalking other women online. But because they would get the pictures and send the pictures, they would get the pictures. And here you can see up here, there's the picture. There's the other picture up there, right? That's what these bitches do. And then turn around and project what the fuck they do onto other fucking people. And just so you can see that that was an actual text message that was sent from her. If it was sent from me, it wouldn't be under the yellow. Okay? These are the photograph. These are pictures that was sent by China, not me sending them to her. Okay? That's why her pictures in which she sends appears on what will be my left side. So I suppose the question would be, like, why, why wouldn't they just let certain shit go? Well, then I don't know. You would have to ask them that question, right? I think you better let it go. Cause you and I know that it ain't no hope for neither of you hoes. Oh, remember that song about Fantastic? Cause you's an ugly motherfucker and it ain't no hope. Time and time again, this time I'm gonna win. Try to fight, things ain't right. I'm losing again. Takes a fool to lose twice, all over again. Think I better let it go. No, I think I better dog walk these hoes. TKO. Oh, I think I better dog walk hoes. What you think about it, baby? Looks like another love TKO. That's the shit. Period. Teddy is that nigga. Moving right along. No, ain't no letting it go. It's time to ain't no letting it go. It's time to dog walk hoes. And hold on, just so y'all can, that one, so you already get the gist of basically, what they was kind of like doing, or the type of shit that she does. And like I said, it's not, they don't generally stalk the dark-skinned women like that. So I think I'm the exception to the rule in that case. But let's go through the rest of the receipts. Now, as you can see, right, this is December the 17th, and that would have been December the 17th. And to show y'all, and I'm also going to show y'all how these bitches get up here and play that everything is okay, but they falling apart behind the scenes. So China White might be able to impress the people over there at Grown Folks TV and impress the other ops that she have on the platform about how confident she is, but I see behind that, I know it's an act. So can you explain to me why this unbothered bitch, with her having her light skin privilege and all, why would you have to go live and show that you're not bothered? If you're not bothered, you what's the point? Well, the fact of the matter is that you were very bothered. You're always a bothered bitch. You don't have the backbone to be an unbothered bitch. The only time you have the only time you have the courage to be an unbothered bitch is when you have other people on the platform fighting your battles. Your spine is made of jellyfish, bitch. You don't have a backbone at all, bitch. The only time you have a backbone is when somebody is sticking a battery up your fucking ass. Point.Blank.Period. But for whatever reason, you raggedy bitches have gotten liquid courage. Why? I've defeated you all fair and square, solo dolo. So what did you think you were going to be able to accomplish? Did you think that you would be able to accomplish something by you all grouping together? No, that means that I'm going to send all you bitches packing down the YouTube streets. And I'm going to, you remember how they made Cersei Lannister walk through the streets with people throwing fruit at him while the nun was ringing the shame bell? I'm going to have all you bitches running down the YouTube streets, just like I did last year, naked, with people throwing fruit at your motherfucking asses. And I'm going to be walking behind you. Shame. 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 Since you bitches want to play games. Like for some reason you think all of a sudden, what did you think? For some reason, all of a sudden I just became for play? Who the fuck do you think you playing with? Now, this is, I suppose that this is me being this insecure dark-skinned chick that hates light-skinned women. I suppose this is evidence of that, right? What I'm saying is I want you to rest, China, please. I said, you don't have to prove anything to these people, sis. I said, they're not worth you risking your life to show them you're unbothered by what the fuck they're doing, sis. I said, these type of predators will sense your anxiety and feed off of it. Okay? And what else am I saying? I'm telling her, me, Nyla, Taz, and Sinji are going to start dragging Danini and Warren. And I'm telling her, Bayou is going to tread water carefully because she know I got more than I put out. I always throw out a bone, because these bitches wander around like straight African dogs looking for a home. So occasionally I'll throw them a bone or throw them something to sink their teeth into and watch them run for it and think that they have something. But the unspoken rule is that you never unload the full clip. You always keep a few extra clips. Because you never know when you might have to put one of them down, like a diseased dog with a 2% chance of survival. So you just throw the bone out there and just wait. And let a little time go by. They'll make their move. It's like setting a trap. And we're hunting rabbits. It's wabbit season. No, listen, beautiful soul. These bitches over here like, it's wabbit season. No, yes, it's wabbit season. No, it's duck season. It's China way, it's duck season. The X is, no, it's wabbit season. No, it's duck season. That's kind of like what their conversations are on the back end. It's wabbit season. No, it's duck season. How preposterous is that? So, oh yes. You never unload a full clip. Here's the interesting thing. You remember we were talking about neon, right? And you remember I told you, right? So we've already gone through the chronological. Listen, we started with Bomb Cherry, right? It started with Bomb Cherry. So, you know, they would tell you again, oh, Cluster's a colorist. No, I think you all are colorist. Not you all as in you all, but I know for a certainty Nyla is a colorist. But so is China White. But I also think that you feel inferior to other light-skinned women. Now, it was December the 16th, and we were looking at her stalking and taking pictures off of the internet. Because none of those pictures that you saw, right, to show you that they actually stalked these women, none of those pictures that I showed you came from YouTube. Those were all pictures that she obtained as a result of searching for Bomb Cherry's photographs online. Well, who do you think she's talking about on December the 21st? Listen, y'all, these hoes don't and don't think that they take time off. They don't take any, there's no days off with these bitches. Do you realize this is Christmas Eve? She has 2 minor children, and on Christmas fucking Eve, she's stalking women on fucking YouTube. Now, am I soliciting this information? No. This is unsolicited information. I kind of like got the feeling, you know, I started to understand why dudes, when dudes get sent unsolicited nudes that they didn't ask for, and you know, you get a notification that you got a text message or a Google Hangouts message, and you go to check your message, and it's some Claudiva is laying there looking like a burnt chicken wing. Her legs look like 2 overcooked chicken wings that are raw in the creases. That's what her genital area looks like. When you see her with her legs gaped open Either it's a cross up between that and looking like a chocolate dipped grasshopper. If you can imagine I don't know what a chocolate dipped grasshopper sending nudes would look like, but I bet it would look like those pictures of Claudiva that have been circulating around. So it's a toss up between a chocolate dipped grasshopper and a burnt chicken wing that was just burnt on the tips. Just the wings of the chicken wing was burnt and the rest was raw. That's what I thought I was looking at. But anywho, I digress. So here she is saying, why is this bitch in the fucking tub? Well, who is she stalking now? Well, that would be none other than Neon Eyes. That's who she's stalking. You woke up a little early. Grandma Big Mouth woke you up. Mommy already called. She'll call when I end the stream. I'll call mommy back, okay? If she's not at work. So she's asking, why is this bee in the effing tub? Right? Now, look at how look at how she changes her mind, right? So on December, Christmas Eve, right? The question would be, why are you concerned? And this is it's the ignorance for me. Because most women that take a bath that use bath products like bath bombs, say for instance bath bombs or certain types of bubble bath, it may cause a discoloration in the water. The water may look a little cloudy as a result of the bath products that you're using. Most people get in the tub to bathe. Some women, sometimes you can do it to relax. And you know, you can do it to bathe and you can do it relax or both. And this is the level of ignorance. Listen, if you get in the bathtub and the water is crystal clear, well, that means the whole time you haven't washed your ass the whole time you just been sitting there. Because even if you just use regular soap discolors your water. And Neon is saying that she used a seaweed and mustard detox. So, but you know, like I said, it's the ignorance for me. Most women know if you use some type of product, again, even if you just use regular soap, it will discolor the water. The water is going to get cloudy. It has nothing to do with you being dirty. But here it is. Just a few days ago, you saw her talking about the way she looked, her features and such. And then she goes into her having high blood pressure. And you remember, don't forget, she said she was going to. Here's the thing. How does she get that photograph of both Bomb Cherry and now she's stalking Neon, taking pictures of Neon, right? In the bath. But she just told you a few days ago she was hiding her channel. So when they say they're hiding their channel, even though they may hide their channel to make it appear like they're not around, they're very much around. So I sort of like ignore that when I think that goes in one ear and out one nostril when I hear that. Because I know how often people say that and what they're doing despite that. Them telling you that they're, MIA. Or that they're, basically that they're, she said she was deleting her channel. How many times has Claudiva said that how many times has Claudiva deleted a channel or went and hid all of her channels? So mind you, this is the holidays. This is during the time that, most parents would be with be with their families. And this is what she's doing and saying. Now, 2 days later, what is she doing? I'm done with YouTube. Call me whenever you need me. And this is the type of insanity that you have to deal with these broads. So it went from I'm hiding my channel to stalking people, even though she's hidden her channel. Other women that just happen to be light-skinned, no, it's not a coincidence. What you'll see when it's said and done is that it's a pattern. Because clearly you can see there the day after Christmas at 7:15 p.m. she's saying, I'm done with YouTube. Call me whenever you need me. But like I said, it's the ignorance for me. And I see people say that all the time. Oh, the water is dirt. Well, apparently that's not a person that's accustomed to taking baths. So she goes from saying, again, here you have the stalker, right? She's hiding her channel. She's hiding her channel. She's done with YouTube on December the 26th. The thick-tongued temptress is done with YouTube. She's telling me to call me whenever I need her. Then on Friday, December the 27th, despite the fact that she just said that she was done with YouTube, at 6:47 p.m., she says they can flag that video with the names in it for privacy. Well, we know that you're an expert at doing that, right, China? Because you had all of my videos taken down where I was exposing you for violation of privacy, even though there has been no violation of privacy, just like there hasn't been a violation of privacy in this video, in this live stream. These are all text message communication between me, the channel holder, and you. And those text messages, likewise, the Google Hangouts are in my possession. So it's not a privacy violation because there are no legal names being shown. But nonetheless, you've mastered the art of how to go to YouTube and feign that your life is in jeopardy and get videos taken down that are exposing you, right? Of course you did. Because you tell me as much in some of your communication. I'm just, because sharing is caring. And since you all wanted to share names and photographs of my relatives, let's just say I got the spirit. I was inspired. Since you all are sharing my relatives' information, right? And their photographs, it's only right that I pay you back in kind. And I'm going to share. I'm going to share to show that I care. How about that part? So what do you know, y'all? After she's hiding her channel, I'm leaving, I'm going, you're never going to see me again. Well, who was that? And that's not a privacy violation either. That's Ice Turner. And what is she doing, right? Despite the fact that she's saying that she's leaving, despite the fact that she's telling you that somebody is stalking her, right? She's telling you that people are stalking her, but what do you see her doing? Didn't you hear a recording earlier with her saying that, here's the thing, if she blocked Ice Turner, then why are you stalking him? If Ice Turner is going at Book of Alpharonomy, Dr. BOA, right? And he's going on to Bayou's panel to expose you as a social media slut, right? Allegedly, right? I just get confused. Why would you be online? Why would you be on Instagram, on a completely different platform, stalking somebody that you felt the need to block on YouTube? Because according to you, Ice Turner was stalking you and was obsessed with you, right? So why would you be on YouTube? Why would you leave YouTube, go to Instagram and stalk him and watch his live stream? The other interesting thing is, why would Ice Turner? Here's the thing. She tried to present the relationship between her and Ice Turner as platonic. So here's the interesting thing. Well, then you would have to explain why Ice Turner was sending me photographs of you. Yeah, you would have to kind of like make that make sense. And again, I never unload a full clip. And I've been holding this, I want to say, I don't know, for about a year. Maybe just a little shy of a year. So for those of you that think I don't have discipline, I strongly suggest that you think again. Rule number 1 in the art of war is that you know your opponent. Secondly, you choose your battles wisely. And do you think one picture was good enough? No. Imagine that. It would be no fun if it was just one picture. Nope. And what comes right after that? I don't even know who that guy is at the bottom, but apparently that's somebody who joined the conversation, right? And again, this is not a privacy violation because this is a screenshot that was taken from a social media platform. So it was public on Instagram, right? So call me as soon as possible. Again, are you guys waiting to see me attempting to bait, lure, and trap her into telling me all of her business so that I could then weaponize against it? Well, if you're waiting for that, I'm sorry to tell you, you're going to be disappointed because that doesn't happen. It doesn't happen with Nyla either. Not at all. So I'm sorry. I hate to disappoint you. You're not going to see any proof of that. But the lies, I intend for the lies to be exposed. Okay? And all of your narratives to be debunked. Because, one thing about it, and I see Lady La's name. Oh, this is about to get juicy. And we haven't even got to the real juicy part. Okay? So you remember I told you that in December of 2019. Do you know what Lady La did in December of 2019? In 2019, Lady La did basically did the same thing that she did to Tracy and Miss Olivia. Well, she jumped and interjected herself into something that she had absolutely nothing to do with. And although she had observed my savagery when it came to other people, she had never heard that savagery directed to her. But at that time, Candy Cartel Infinity wasn't her bestie putting a battery up her ass. So she knew to bow out gracefully. And that's the reason why I stopped dragging her, because she stopped talking about me altogether. And the videos that she had done on me, she hid them. That's kind of like how that went. But you know, they're the princesses of rewriting history, the queens of rewriting history and spinning narratives. So you do have to go back and debunk them. You don't have to. But you know, I want to. The pleasure's all mine. Hey, Princess X. Good morning, the realest one here. Adita Cabal. What am I doing? You're Indonesian. Let me see what you're talking about. Hey, the bag lady. DeAndre, what's good, bro? Same to you, Neon. Who blocked, whoever blocked Poetic Kells, can you go back and unblock her, please? Can one of the moderators, Princess, can you unhide Poetic Kells? I'm in the StreamYards app. Who blocked? I'm sure that was an accident. It better have been an accident. Who blocked Poetic Kells? Beautiful soul, can you see who it was that blocked Poetic Kells? Can you or Brandy see? Hanlon is saying that she's not blocked. Hanlon, check again for me, bro, because she just said that she's on the other, on which channel? Which channel are you on, Poetic Kells? Okay, okay. Hannah said Brandy over there sleepwalking. She can't type in the chat. Can y'all go back and unhide her, please? They're going to unhide you, Kells. Just let me know if y'all can go back and unhide her, please. I think it was an accident. So basically, around about this time, this is around about the time Lady La had a miscarriage. And China had been basically telling her business. She had been basically telling Nyla. I think she told Nyla, and Nyla told her crony, Black Woman Sphere. Isn't it interesting? So you see here, on December the 29th. That's what China really thinks of you, Lady La. That stupid bitch Lady La makes me sick. Well, I agree. She does kind of have that effect, doesn't she? So, unlike a lot of y'all, and what time, y'all, is she sending that message? She's sending that message at 2 o'clock in the goddamn morning. At 2:22 a.m. on a fucking Sunday. That stupid bitch Lady La makes me sick. That's what she really thinks about you. Now, this is me telling her on Saturday, December the 28th, that Nyla was about to call her. So she says, okay, so I'm telling her, join me in on the call if you can. That she was still on the phone. That's me letting her know that Nyla's still on the phone, and if she wanted to call, I would connect her. So she was saying, I'm not on the phone. Please call me when you're done, okay? Again, I'm still waiting to see where I'm constantly stalking and harassing you and attempting to get information from you to weaponize against you. I'm still waiting to see that. But I'm not surprised that I won't see it, because you can't see something that doesn't exist. You can't see something that never happened. So here's it is. Let's see why Lady La, right? These are the bitches that would have you believe that they're not pressed. And that these are some, if I don't like the bitch, I don't want you to like the bitch either, ass bitches. If she your friend, you can't be my friend, ass bitches. For they never met ass bitches. Mind you, they don't know these bitches. These are women that they know from the fucking internet. They've never met in person. They don't have a business together. They don't do business together or anything of the fucking sort. But they're always talking about my fucking mental health. They're always talking about me being personality disordered. But look at the way she look at what she's doing. This bitch should win the award of the YouTube Gardener. Her and Nyla, as well as Black Woman Sphere, should be appointed the garden. There should be a first place, a second place, and a third place of fucking seed planters in the sector. They should be called sector seed planters. Let me make a note of that, because I'm sure motherfuckers will take that like they take other shit of mines and run with it, right? Remember, you heard it here first. Okay? Sector seed carriers. First place, second place, and third place. With Nyla winning first place. Black Woman winning second, and China White winning third of sector seed planters. And this is kind of like what these bitches do. They're not the only ones. But this is how conflicts start between content creators. Now, what did she think my reaction was going to be when she told me that? Again, have you noticed that there's no communication from me? And if for some reason I've omitted something, then she has the other part of the screenshot. And certainly we know you don't have a problem with sharing back chat, China, because you gave your back chat, the back chat. Oh, and for the record, right? Let the record reflect that China White, ZX's newest mod, right? That China White gave Rudent Rue our back chat. So for those of you that think it's a violation of privacy and that I'm breaching confidentiality, ask China White how Rudent Rue came to be in possession of her and I's back chat. How did Rue get our back chat? Because China gave it to him. And what did he do? Put the back chat out here on YouTube. They did that in 2020. Again, you gave our back chat and our text messages to Rudent Rue, ma'am. While you're going around on panels talking about people putting out personal information about people, you gave a man, right, that I consider to be very abusive, our text communication and our back chat to be able to weaponize. But that's a form of seed planting. And as a content creator, you have to watch out for things like that because they don't do it. They don't come right out all of the time and bash another person. They do it very covertly. There's a difference in between somebody being very overt and out in the open about what they're doing. And there's another thing when a person is a master manipulator like China White and they do things very covertly. They just slip it in there. But it's not before they've studied you for a while to figure out what makes you tick, to figure out what you're compassionate about. Kind of like the way that they thought by showing pictures of my children that I would just be triggered, going live for hours on end, screaming, ranting, and, you know. And not making any sense. So that way they could just write it off as she's just a ranting, raving lunatic with no sense. She's just a hood chick. She's just a hood rat. She's just a felon. Oh, and I find that quite interesting. Because on paper, and I can guarantee you, if you sat me down in a testing room, none of you bitches doing any talking could fuck with me. And I can assure you, whatever their grading system is, I would leave you bitches in the dust. Anybody that's ever read my blog would be able to, do you think that they would come away with the fact that I was some uneducated hood chick that didn't know shit? That I was just some ignorant bitch that didn't know how to articulate the Queen's English? When you got bitches that can't even complete, this bitch can't even form complete sentences. It looks like she's been texting all of her life. Do you realize that my grandchild can send text messages like this? Half the time this bitch writes, there's no subject, there's no verb, there's no nothing. Noun, pronoun. These bitches can only send messages using, they can only write using fucking pronouns and conjunctions. And for some reason, you think that I'm inferior to you intellectually? Is that what you believe? And I find that interesting. But we'll find out whether or not that there's some validity to that or not. So trust and believe me, at the end of the day, when it comes to people like Chucky and Beasley, well, basically, I have Chucky and Beasley out here basically working for me. I put them out on the block right along with ZX, right? Mr. Magoo. You're out here on these YouTube streets working for me for free as publicity agents. That's what you're doing for me, you see. And you're not getting paid a red cent, not for me. So you're working for free. Isn't it interesting? They have the bitches in their chat, those bald-head vampire bats that you have in your chat. I don't know what a bald-headed geriatric vampire bat would look like, but I bet you it would look like PJ behind that fucking avatar. So you're able to have dumb bitches like her and Nikki Baker working for you for not even so much as a wooden nickel, much less a red cent. And the interesting thing is they work for you for free and you work for me for free, you see, as a publicity agent. Generating traffic to my channel, because the way it tends to work is that the more of you that get together and huddle together in these little cluster B Cookie Monster trauma bonding circles with your Stockholm syndrome. You know, these bitches are sitting around like they're in a fucking AA or a fucking NA meeting. You know how they used to do how they do in NA meetings? These bitches are running around. I'm a victim of cluster B. Can you help me? Remember they used to have them stand up in front of everybody and say, I'm an addict. Can you help me? These bitches are running around this sector, that sector, any motherfucking sector that'll give them a second on a fucking panel. I'm a victim of cookie. Can you help me? Well, I was victimized, you know, and Nala, listen, Nala is the headliner. Well, China White, you might as well go ahead and tell your story. Well, she duct taped her and fucked her first. Like, bitch, what? Really, bitch? Really? Are you okay? Listen, Princess, listen, they pushing China out front. Go ahead, China, tell your story. Go ahead, tell us, China, you start first. And we'll bring it home. You start off lying first. You came up more than we do. And they done seen your pussy pictures, so they gonna feel some sympathy for you. They gonna feel sympathy because they all simps at the end of the day. So we gonna put you go ahead out there and tell your story. Go tell them what Cookie did. They nudging this bitch out in front. Well, it started when Cluster's such a bully. She's no friend and no advocate of women. She's just a bully. That's all she is. She's a bully and she's jealous and she's insecure. It's duck season. Run along, Snagglepuss. Run along. And I haven't even clawed out your eyeball out of the socket yet, but I intend to do that. I'm just poking at your cornea. But by the time of the end of the stream, you'll be one eyeball less. And then I'll come back the next week for the other eyeball. How about that? Listen, you want to hurt these bitches? Bitch, I'll break in your motherfucking house and steal your eyelashes. And have you bald-eyed bitches running around. Listen, they're not going to have no motherfucking eyeballs. And y'all bitches ain't going to have no lashes either. Because I'm going to snatch your I'm snatching eyelashes, eyeballs out the socket. Okay? And your motherfucking eyebrows, bitch. Point blank the fuck, period. Okay? Mm-hmm. With Nala being handling, listen, Nala the headliner. Go ahead, trying to tell it. Go ahead, trying to tell your story. She duct tape. She duct tape. I was going to help her, but I was duct taped. Well, you didn't try to help. You didn't try to help her or nothing. No, I was just going to wait my turn. I was just going to wait my turn. Stop it. Like, are you fucking serious? These bitches were literally on a motherfucking panel making me out to be some type of sexual predator. Bitch, have you lost your fucking mind? Nala, first of all, nobody wants that wolf pussy of yours, okay? JV has already said that, since she was helping you after your little build-a-body experience, she had a little after she went on her little build-a-body vacation down there in the slums of Florida. I know about the wolf pussy, Nyla. You know how they say, I know what you did. I know what you did. I'm going to start hashtagging that. But maybe I better not. Because they'll be screenshotting that and say, see, this is the proof. This is the proof right here. They be like, Nyla, did you dox anybody? I never doxed anybody. I never doxed anybody. If I was the hash, listen, instead of I know what you did last summer, what about Nyla? I know about the wolf pussy. I know about the wolf pussy, Nyla. Listen, it's fucking 2021. Bitch, ain't nobody trying to go over the river, through the woods, skinny dip in the lake, and skip across motherfucking lily pads, bitch, to get to the motherfucking party. Okay? Point blank, period. Listen, she want motherfuckers to skip across the ponds, skip across the motherfucking lily pads, and play with the tadpoles to get to some pussy. And it's just not going to happen, bitch. It's 2021. Nobody wants that shit for Taz. Okay? And listen, Taz got a bigger twat than her. Okay? He's somewhere with his shit tucked. With his leg, with them long ass 6'7" legs crossed. Looking like burnt Chico sticks. Okay? Online talking shit. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. A build a bitch vacay. Get into it. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. I don't like these little crazy little videos. Come on, go. You want to watch this, or you want to watch this, or you want to watch your dinosaurs? You want to watch this or dinosaurs? Dinosaurs. All right, come on. This is just a toy video. Hold on, let me make sure I got enough juice on this. Let's see.
I want this. I want drink some.
You want orange juice? Want some orange juice?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Orange juice.
Let's see. Little dinosaur. Well, pick which one you want to watch. They got a couple.
Dinosaur.
Baby Sinclair, that's an ugly little dinosaur. Let me see. Which one you want to watch? You want to watch that?
Mm-hmm.
Which one? This one?
This one.
This one.
Yeah.
You sure? Okay. All right. Put your earphones on. Grandma, run downstairs and get you some orange juice, okay?
Oranges.
All right, let me get you some. Let me grab. I'm coming, y'all. Let me put some music on for y'all for a second. Which one? Sit up for a minute. Sit up. And prop the pillows up behind your back. I gotta find my back seat. The pillow that I can sit up here at the edge. Why you got your car? Man, put your cars in a toy basket. Go put your cars in a toy basket. Go put them in a toy basket and then come back. Grandma gonna get your orange juice, okay? All right. I'm coming, y'all. Give me a second.
Try to take control of the love to control me. Cause I lose all sense of time. Have a change of mind.
Put them in the basket. When you finish playing with them, put them in the basket. You put your other dinosaurs in there. Get your dinosaur up before put your dinosaur in there.
Trying to hold on, the faith is gone. It's just another sad song. I better let it go. What you say about it? Looks like another love TKO. Oh. Just a thing I better let it go. Let it go, baby. Oh, baby. Looks like another love TKO. Try to take control of the love to control me. Cause you lose all sense of time and have a change of mind. Taking the bumps and the bruises of all the things that were too tough. See, I try to hold on my faith.
Sunshine, that look crazy. She's so crazy behind down somewhere.
Let it go. Cause it feels like
Where's his bowl?
I think I better
My feet up.
let it go. If I know what's
bowl.
baby, it's like another love TKO. I couldn't stand this pain much longer. I think I better let it go. Let it go. Oh, yeah.
Let's see.
All right.
Come on. Go eat. Come on.
Come on and go. Come on over to my place. I don't feel like being lonely tonight.
Finish.
See, I
All right.
want
So when you finish,
to
go ahead. Let me know when you're ready to get back on the
You
bed.
look like you're just my type. You're the kind whose spirits are running free.
in there, make sure you go to that bathroom if you have to go to the bathroom. You hear me? Right. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
You look like you're just going to get away. And you want to get away. You want to get away from this noise in the night. Let's go away.
Earphones have just about had it. I used to have another pair of earphones. What the heck happened to me? Okay, I'm back, y'all. Thank y'all. He be going he gonna go over my son's house for a couple of days because Mink is there. So Ty said last night he was gonna take him over there with him and Mink can play with his cousins for a little while. So, but yes, you got to be careful with the seed planters, because before it may come off, like I said, it's very innocent in the beginning, but I can assure you it's not innocent at all. Even when you try to ignore seed planters, don't ever underestimate the fact that they'll just keep on going with it. Okay? Thank you, beautiful soul. Hey, Macmillan. Right, Kels? That's all it is. You know, and it's basically it's baiting you in. It's attempt to bait you in, or because they gauge what you're, and that's the reason why. And you know what the interesting thing is, Nyla, you'll see where Nyla got some of the things that she's saying from. And it's going to creep you out, because what you're going to see is her telling you, or her saying from different people's platforms, including her own, things that I told her about narcissism and narcissistic people. You're going to see her doing it, or me pointing out different things to her, and then her coming back and basically regurgitating. That's why I said they're not just vampiric energetically, but if you don't really know what you're dealing with and you underestimate these fucking people or what they're capable of. I showed text messages earlier. I've been saying for the last year that this broad, actually, I'm going to tell you what she thought she was going to be able to do. She thought that she was going to be able to manipulate me into having somebody that I'm either related to or associated or affiliated with go do her dirty work for her. I've been saying for over a year that she wanted to have another YouTuber killed. And people, some people just scoffed at it. Well, today I showed you receipts that that's what she wanted to be done. That's how serious some of these people take this shit. And if a person is willing to go so far as to kill a person to stop them from exposing their life on you, not harming them physically, but exposing the facade and the persona that they present out here on YouTube, so the person wants them dead. What do you think the other people mean to them? What do you think moderators and subscribers mean? They basically see them as collateral damage, or they will become collateral damage. That's why I always tell people, if I'm going after a person, I'm not going after that person for no reason. The people that know me, that really know me, know that I don't just go after and attack people for no reason. There has to be a reason, because I have to be able to justify in my mind what I'm doing. My conscience has to be okay with what I'm doing. The reason why I chose to disassociate myself from them publicly is because my conscience bothered me about the fact that I realized that what they had did was weaponize me. I make no mistake about it. I allowed myself to, when it came to my attention, that I had allowed myself to be weaponized against other people that either threatened to expose their facade of a life on YouTube, or people that they have violated in some shape, form, or fashion that were retaliating against what they were doing. My conscience bothered me about it. That's the reason why I went to the people and apologized and tried to make amends for what I had done or for what I had said. And I wanted nothing to do with, I didn't want anything else to do with them. Because I also realized that, hey, listen, some of this shit that people have been saying about you is true. Because I've seen you do it. And then I've watched you get up here in front of your audience and present yourself as a fucking victim, when you're about as far away from a victim as a victim can get. She's not a victim now, nor has she ever been. And that includes, she's not a victim of shit. She's the only thing is, you didn't see the way that she was retaliating. She was in the back, on the back end, doxing people from the Black Order at the time that she was coming out here telling people that she was going to have Angry Man prosecute, Angry Man, Grinch, BGS, Kendra, and all of them prosecuted for her social security number being on a Discord. That Joe got up here today and told you all that when he brought it to her attention, she said it wasn't her social security number. It only became her social security number when she realized it would be something that she could use to come out here and present to the audience, presenting herself as a victim of identity theft. But she's never shown proof that anybody attempted to use her social security number. To prove that will be very simple. It wouldn't require you to show your credit report or to show your... Here's the whole thing about this social security number thing, right? Do y'all realize that Nyla sent me a copy of her social security card with her social security number on it, if that in fact is her social security card? Do you all realize that? The question is, do you think that somebody would give you their actual social security card, their actual social security number, but not their address? Would it surprise you all that I could show you a copy of what Nyla gave me, that I could show you a copy of a social security card that Nyla gave me or sent me that was supposedly hers? Does it make any sense that a person would give you access to their social security card, a physical copy of it, or a screenshot of it? Does it make any sense? No, it doesn't. So this is China saying that she knows what Lady Lie is trying to do. I'm not the seed planter. They are. I'm not the one on the back end trying to create rivalries and strife. And this is her sending me a link, right? I'm not the one but on the back end creating rivalry and strife. That's what these bitches. I don't have to do that because these bitches do enough of it. I don't have to create rivalry and strife. I leave that to them. So let's see where China, let's see more of how I know you sleeping. Okay, well, if you know I'm sleeping, then why the fuck are you texting? I know you sleeping. I really need to tell you something when you get up. Again, when I tell you that these broads are fucking needy, it's the audacity of these chicks to come back and to make it seem like I was pressured. No. As you will see, right? As we go through these receipts, I was not the one initiating communication. Nor at any time are you going to see or hear any evidence of me soliciting information from them or trying to get close to them and up under big content creators to get their information. You're not going to see that. Not only are you not going to see that in the instance of China, you're not going to see that between me and Nyla either. What you're going to see is me doing everything within my ability to try to help her. The nerve of these bitches. So she's saying Bayou is evil as fuck. Well, she ain't that evil because y'all was around playing in each other's chats, right? Y'all was playing in each other's face when y'all was over there doxing both my husbands, my first husband, my second husband, and the father of my children, right? She wasn't evil when you were doing that, right? Right? And again, you all know I don't have an iPhone. Okay? But let's see who the stalker is, right? That's the stalker. And who is that? Well, that's none other than a screenshot from Bayou Bunny's chat room, right? Where she's premiering. And she's talking about her page didn't have fuckery until 8/12 of 2019. That's why they big mad. Bitch made her chest move, LOL, and I must admit it was a good one. Well, what is that? What is that in reference to? The fact that she exposed that Nyla attempted to scam her out of $8,500 and she exposed it, although no money was exchanged. The money actually went into her account that she kept and basically sent Nyla on her way. Here's the interesting thing. She's saying, oops, I know. Like a wise woman told me a few months ago, never trust a pick-me like her, right? And who was that wise woman she was referring to? Because I'm the one that told her when she told me, it was Bayou Bunny that told me that China White wanted to reach out to me. And I told her absolutely not. And why is that? because I had known her to mod for men in the manosphere. And I perceived them to be pick me bitches. Why would I trust a bitch that will mod for somebody on a channel where there's rhetoric that I can't even stomach? Why would I believe that will be somebody I could trust?
No.
But these are the type of bitches that ran around the platform talking about nobody knew who I was until I got on their platform. Bitch, what? Are you okay? And this is actually the reason. Thank you, Princess X. This is actually the reason why I used to go to like I'm still a small YouTuber, right? I used to go to other chat rooms to support. I would spend less time on my own channel and go around to different channels and support. Not only did I plug their channels whenever I was live, but I would go around to basically try to make rounds to support other content creators, to do collaborations for content, to just talk about different subjects, whether it was a trending subject or whether it was something that was relationship related. And that's the reason why I stopped doing that. Because they've made it so bad, you have to be skeptical even of who you support. Because just despite the fact that a lot of these people beg you to come to their platform and join their panels, they'll turn around and accuse you of clout chasing when they've asked you to come onto the platform. None of these people can tell you that I've been to their platform without an invite. I don't do that. And I had the option of every time Nala or Taz was live to hit their link, and I didn't. Why is that?
What?
But that's the reason why I don't do that the way that I used to do it. Because of that very reason right there. You can't, because you can't do it. Okay? Now, do you think these chicks cared anything about what was going on in my life? No, and I didn't expect them to. What I expected for these broads to do, right? What I expected for these broads to do was to take into consideration that I had my own issues I was dealing with, and to stop throwing their bullshit on me. This is me telling China White that my cousin got shot, and it wasn't, I misspoke, it wasn't the mother of his child, it was the mother of his child's brother that was killed. I told you they got shot at 33rd and Ridge. And during that time, Bayou Bunny is premiering old streams of where I was on her panel. And the reason Let him go out if he want to go out, Kai. Let him go out.
What?
He'll come back in when he's ready. The reason why that's relevant is because before it came out that China White was the one who gave, she didn't actually give the receipts to Nyla. She gave the receipts to me. She didn't give the receipts to Nyla. She gave them to me. I gave them to Nyla. And as soon as I gave them the receipts, Taz went live with the receipts. So before it became public knowledge in April that China was actually the one who obtained the receipts from the Discord and gave them to their ops, keep in mind, they weren't friends. They were arch rival. They were arch nemesis on the platform. And she was basically in their camp, taking information from their camp and giving it to their enemies. The whole time she was smiling and laughing in their faces. So this is actually by you basically accusing her of being the one or calling her out as being the one that gave the ops their receipts. And you know what? They didn't believe it. They didn't believe it was China. And you know what she did? She bragged about it and laughed about it on the back end that nobody believed by you. That she was still able to get Angry Man and Grinch's trust, despite the fact that she was stabbing them in the back while smiling in their face. That's the gist of it. So I'm telling China, yes. Oh, did it broke again? Okay. Grandma, I got to get you some tape for this. Give me 1 second, please. Let me see if I can put some tape on it. Let me see. Let me get you some tape. It might stay together with some tape. I'm going to get you a new set of earphones. A new earphones. Excuse me for 1 second, y'all.
To get some more. One?
Yeah, we got to get some new earphones. Those are going to keep. I think that thing is just going to keep popping out. I can try to put some tape on it and see if that'll work. Put some tape on it. Hold on. Let me look in this drawer.
Tape on it.
Yeah, I gotta put some
Tape on it.
This is a chair I should have been sitting in.
This tape on it.
Yeah, I gotta put some. I don't know if it's going to stick. I can try to see if it will, but it may or may not. Either that or I could try to hot glue it. Try to hot glue it back together. See if that works. I ain't got time to do it right this minute, but I can do it. Once I'm in the stream, I can try to hot tape it together.
Please don't.
I don't know what gram in to get my tape.
Tape.
Yeah, I had some tape.
Tell you what,
This is not. This is tape, but it's not that type of tape. I had some duct tape. It might be in the middle room. Try to use this. Let me see. This is not. I don't know if this is strong enough. I had some damn electrical tape. Yeah, I can't. I don't know where the I gotta look in the drawers downstairs, Kai, for the tape. I thought it was in that drawer. Let's see it. Let me see if it's in this basket. Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
It's right there. It's right
No,
there.
that's not that tape won't work. That's like decorating tape. That's for like when you wrap a present or something. That's not really yeah, that's when you wrap a present, not that kind of tape.
Where's the other one? Where's this tape?
I thought I had multiple rolls of duct tape.
What's that?
Huh?
What's that tape? This tape is going over here. He's downstairs. Tape downstairs. He's way downstairs.
It may be.
Huh?
It may be.
Yes, he's downstairs. He's not downstairs. He's downstairs. Which is downstairs. Bro, you got foot.
Get ready to
Bro, you got foot.
hold on.
Bro, you got foot off.
Yo, I gotta get ready to make him some breakfast. So I'll be back in a little bit. I'm gonna make him some I gotta make him some breakfast.
You got me glasses?
Yes.
Yes.
So I gotta make him yeah, I gotta make him some but yeah, he be going for a couple of days. Ty gonna come take him over there so he can have fun, play with his little cousin. He got his little cousins is over there. So yeah, I gotta make him something to eat. What?
Yeah. Okay.
Basically, that's pretty much the gist of it. That she was basically accusing her of. She accuses her of doing that.
Grandma, cat, this cat. Yeah.
And what?
Yeah.
How do we know that? Basically, I'm telling her I'm going live from my main channel this morning. So she's saying, "Call me, please." So she said, "Cluster, my heart goes out to you." This is at 6:36 a.m. in the morning. And what she said is she keeps making it's supposed to be seen like she's cool with you. I don't know what she's doing. She's talking about Bayou. That basically she was trying to imply that Bayou was trying to put it out there or to make people think that she and I were on good terms, but clearly we weren't, right? Nor will we ever be again. But right, Brandy. But y'all, I'm going to take it down. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I'll be back in a couple of hours. I'll be back in a couple of hours to finish going through the rest of the receipts. And I'll do it according to, you know, when I put him, probably more than likely when I put him down for a nap. I'll do it in between that. He may actually be going before his nap. It depends on what time Ty get here to pick him up. He might not pick him up till this afternoon. But either way, we'll work it out and we'll get through the receipts. Okay? All right. So y'all enjoy. Y'all have a good morning. Go get yourself some breakfast. Get yourself a nice hot cup of coffee or tea. Okay? And I'll catch up with you guys later. Peace.